Hello, I am Kashif Nasir and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button or drop me a follow. Previously in my video we spoke about the 7 traps that make you lose your freedom. In today's video we will talking about the 6 remaining traps that make you lose your freedom. Okay, so the first trap is called the despair trap, and the second trap is called the right trap, and the third trap is called the Utopia trap, and the fourth trap is called the burning issue trap, and the fifth trap is called the previous investment trap, and the sixth trap is called the certainty trap. These are the 6 traps that we are going to talk about today. Okay, so let's dive right in. So first of all, number 1, the despair trap. The despair trap is the belief that the society or your family or the circumstances won't let you be free. Okay, it is believing that your life is too hard, or it is believing that happiness or freedoms are myth. It is believing that since your family comes from generational poverty, you will always remain poor. It is believing that since everybody around you has awful marriages, you will also have awful marriage. The basic thing is that the despair trap is at the bottom of all traps. It's the base of everything, in my opinion. Simply by believing that you can be free, that you can be happy, that the romantic relationships always come to an fortunate end, or they always come to a sort of a compromise, or believing that you can't earn more than what you're earning right now. All these things create despair. This belief that you cannot grow out of a situation, that you can choose another option, that you can free yourself, is the root of despair. And it's very common because everybody starts to believe in it at a certain point in life. We all believe that the life is just supposed to be a sort of a compromise, and that unhappiness is the reality of life, that happiness is a short lived emotion. And it is very common that the despair trap is the bottom of everything. And I recommend you that you be proactive about this to get out of this thinking that you can be free. Every time you feel like you're settling, remind yourself that you're in the despair trap, and eventually you'll be able to get rid of it. You'll be choosing happiness, and you'll be choosing freedom. You'll be making decisions that make you feel happier and more free. So that is the despair trap. Okay, so after the despair trap comes the right trap. This is my favorite. The right trap believes that I have a right. Okay, I have a right to freedom, fair play. I have a right to job. I have a right to be in a relationship. I have a right to be happy, etc., etc. The point is, we all have been taught that we all have rights, and that is okay. Yes, but the point is that is only in theory. In reality, the right implies that somebody else has to give you something. For example, in order to be employed, somebody else has to give you a job. In order to be in a relationship, somebody must have to choose you. The point is, it gives away your power to somebody else. No, somebody else has to give you those things, or unless they choose not to, you won't get those things. So the basic point is, your rights won't get you what you want. Okay, and just saying to somebody that I have a right to be respected, I have a right to be loved, or I have a right to be this or that, won't give you that. The only reason somebody will give you those things if it's in their self-interest. The only reason somebody will give you a job is because you have the skill or the experience, or you can make their company profit increase. The only way somebody will be in a relation with you if they feel that you can give them a better future than they already have. So the point is, the rights, sorry about that. The point is, your rights won't get you what you want. The only thing that will get you what you want, if you make it somebody's self-interest. Or option 2, you can do without them. You can, instead of getting a job, you can just freelance, or you can just invest in your own hobbies and interests instead of getting into a relationship, etc. So the point is, the rights don't get you what you want. For example, a right to property, right? But there all the time people are losing their property. Somebody else takes over it. Okay, their right doesn't really secure the property. The only way they can secure their property is if they have, let's say, better connections, or they have better lawyer, etc. That's the reality of world. So don't fall into the right trap. Always, always appeal to people's self-interest. Okay, so that's the right trap. And after the right trap comes the utopia trap. Okay, utopia trap is the belief that you need to make the society or the world around you or people around you perfect. The world society around you needs to be perfect in order to you, for you to be free or for you to be happy. It assume that the people around you need to give up their bad habits, or the politicians have to do their jobs better, or the priest or the movies have to make the world a better place, or you actually have to invest your effort into making those things better around you. And once the society is better around you, your life will become better. This is the utopia trap, and it is very common. And the point is, you don't need to make the society around you better. You just need to know what you want and how to get it. If you look around, you will see lot of people who are living happily without making the society around them better, because they just simply knew what they wanted and they went after it. Okay, it's very common. You can look at people who are making a lot of money right now. So don't fall into the utopia trap. Okay, so that was the third one. And after the utopia trap comes the burning issue trap. It is just like the utopia trap, but it's a bit different. The burning issue trap states that there are burning issues that need your attention. Sometimes they even need your money. Okay, so the burning issue would be something like, right now, let's say Imran Khan in his prison, right, and you need to do something to bail him out, or let's say they are doing something, passing new laws in the judiciary right now. I don't watch the news anymore, but I know a bit about it. Or let's say there is the Israel-Palestine conflict. Okay, so the point is, all these people will convince you that these issues need your attention. Sometimes they need even your money, and you need to invest your time and money into these burning issues. Otherwise, you're a bad person. The point is, at the end of the day, it will be a waste of your energy. The only thing you should be investing is in yourself. Your time, your money should be invested into making yourself better, into making your money for yourself and make yourself more happy. And these burning issues are just a distraction, and they are a trap. So don't invest into that. Okay, so after the burning issue trap comes the previous investment trap. The previous investment trap. Okay, the previous investment trap implies that you have invested a certain time or certain money in a venture, and since you can lose that, you can do anything in the future. Let me just rephrase that. 1 minute. For example, let's say a woman is in an unhappy marriage for 12 years. Okay, she doesn't leave the marriage because she believes those 12 years would be wasted. Or a man is in a unhappy career for 12 years. He doesn't choose a new career because he believes those 12 years would be wasted. Okay, this is the previous investment trap. Now the truth is, those years are already wasted. You can make better apart with somebody else in the next coming 12 days, and your life can become happier. You can choose a better career. You can work out of those situations if you just accept the fact that energy, that year, that money is now wasted, that the past only exists in your imagination, and the only thing you have is the power of now. What you do with what you have right now, how it will make your future better, help you escape the previous investment trap. Okay, it is very common. People do it all the time. So you don't need to invest the previous investment trap. It is a trap and you can escape. Okay, so after the previous investment trap, we're down to the last one, but there will be a tip at the end, and I'll be sharing that. Okay, so after the previous investment trap comes the certainty trap. The certainty trap assumes that you have all the data, all the variables, and you have all the information to make a decision, believing that if you do X, Y will happen. Okay, the truth is in our world we have very little information and we don't know all the variables. We don't know how people involved in a project, how they will act, whether they will help us or sabotage our project. We don't know how money will increase or decrease, how market will act, what forces will affect our business or let's say our health or whatever else. Point is we can take all the variables into decision making. What we need to accept is that we know very little. Okay, that very little can be based on facts, so you can do all sorts of charts or analysis online. There are lots of tools and you can reach a decision which you believe is quite reasonable, is quite practical, but also remembering that you don't have the certainty of 100% success. All you know is that you're doing something, you're trying to reach a goal, and you have made a decision based on the best information you have. If you always thought about certainty, 100% certainty, you won't be able to make a decision, you won't be able to get anywhere, because you can never be 100% certain in an uncertain world. So it is very necessary to get out of the uncertainty trap. So that was it. We have completed the traps that make you lose your freedom, and I hope the book will help you as much as it helped me, because it helped me gain freedom in my relationships. It helped me gain freedom financially, and I'm making more than I ever made, and I'm more happier than I ever have been. And that was my genuine, honest effort to help you achieve the same level of freedom that I have right now. Okay, so the last tip is called the box, which is basically the all traps combined. Any situation that you're unhappy in that makes you lose your power or freedom is a box. Every time you find yourself in a box, you can remind yourself you don't have to deal with it, that there are other options available to you. There are direct alternatives, indirect alternatives that can make you happier, that can give you more freedom. Okay, so this is Kashif Nasir, and thank you very much for watching my video.